complete solution.
Yeah, we have the CRM built in right here if you're able to see my screen at the moment.
I am.
Okay. And then we have the email marketing, so that would be like your constant contact or your AWeber. And then we have the store, so that would be like your WooCommerce or your BigCommerce or whatever you're using for all of your products and services. And then we have the website, so that we have a whole blogging system, so that would be comparable to WordPress, and galleries with image rotators and testimonials and just all the SEO is built in. It's just everything all in one place. And really, I think what is our unique product is this timeline here, where at any moment you can see the very latest in what happened with your business. So it's a little more interesting if I show you what our company is doing, because we have several employees in the office right now, and they're all updating this timeline as they're going through their day taking care of their customers. So we can see what happened 40 minutes ago. This client did this, or this employee did this. I personally left a note for one of the other staff members through our tasking system. So a business owner, when they leave the office, can still be completely integrated with the workflow that's happening in the business.
So I just want to make sure that I understand correctly. So if am I typically for an online business, or can I be a plumber and have a plumbing store?
It's actually an excellent solution for a plumber, because we have everything's really migrating towards the cloud.
Yes.
So even the plumber is going to want to have all his invoicing and his dispatcher, because he's the guy that's actually wrenching on the sink. And he probably has a secretary or a call service that is taking the actual phone calls. So how does he communicate with that call service? So if he had the online presence with the cloud, the secretary would enter the order into the system here, and he would instantly get a notification on his phone that he has another appointment down the street. And once he gets there, he can use this smartphone app to charge the credit card once the job is complete. He'll have a list of all his labor charges. He can generate an invoice and have it emailed directly to the customer while he's standing in front of them.
And this is all built into your program, huh?
Yes. So there's a WordPress plugin that interfaces with our cloud servers with all the inventory and the pricing for all the products. We also have the smartphone apps for Android and for Apple that allow you to do the credit card processing if you're a trade show or whatever. And you can also do this as a standalone website. So that's what this demo here is demonstrating. Is this is a company that sells flowers that's a standalone website that's integrated with that cloud solution as well.
Okay, so in Sarah's flower shop here, Sarah sells flowers right online. You've provided her with a shopping cart, a store, a way to take payment, an area for all the employees to go to make notes if they need to.
Mm-hmm.
Scheduling. Have I about covered it?
She's got her blog, and she's got her lead capture system that all is integrated in the same solution. She can have email campaigns. She can offer coupons, quantity discounts for her products. She can sell tickets to events, and they print out with a QR code that can be scanned at the front door. She can sell services, like she could do personal coaching on how to grow flowers over the phone and charge hourly for her time. She can set up a calendar for like a massage therapist to sell hour blocks of her time and have those hours pre-scheduled and synchronized with her Google Calendar to her smartphone. It really, truly is an all-in-one solution that we've incorporated everything that a small business owner needs into one software, as opposed to having 10 to 20 different software solutions.
Mm-hmm. And so let me ask you about training. If I'm the plumber and I come to you and I sign up for your services, I'm only really learning one application, or I'm inside one building, so to speak.
Right, which makes the training time so much smaller. And as you bring on new employees and your company grows, they all get used to the interface, the single one interface that they use all day for everything that they do. So that's a really nice benefit. Also, when an employee leaves the company, it's a lot easier to remove their access. You simply go into their user setting and remove them in one place, as opposed to having to cancel their login to Aweber and cancel their login to WordPress and cancel their login to GoDaddy and cancel their login to PayPal.
So I don't know if I'm asking a lot to ask you to recite all that, but what does this replace?
Well, like I said, you've got your email marketing system, so you don't need to have anything external to that. You can create your emails.
MailChimp.
Yep.
You've got your affiliate system.
Yep.
Your store.
Yep.
Your website.
Yep.
So how about social networking tools?
That's the one area we haven't branched into. A lot of people are using Hootsuite, and it seems to be working for most people's needs. So we try not to reinvent the wheel.
Okay.
Also, a lot of things that Google Analytics does, I think Google's doing a great job. So we actually integrate with Google Analytics, but we don't try to recreate all that functionality because they've already got it.
Okay. And what does pricing run, Dave, for your product?
So it starts at $10 a month, and that would give you the complete CRM solution, which a lot of other CRMs are charging $20 to $200 for, something like that. So if you go to AllProWebTools and you go to pricing, we created two simple categories here. $10 a month for the basic brochure website, and that includes the CRM, includes blog, includes the website, image galleries, unlimited data and bandwidth and upload, and all of that is included in that $10 a month. And then you also have your shopping cart, so that's $25 a month, and that would really allow you to do invoicing for your customers. You can do recurring billing if you have a product that you want to sell, like a wine of the month club or a chocolate of the month club, you can do that. We also have a membership system, so if you want to have hidden content that's only available to people who are a qualified member, they can access that. Anything that involves taking credit cards or payments is going to be in that $25 monthly bucket. Over here are the add-ons. So the add-ons can be added to either one of these packages. So SSL certificate, pretty common when people want to take credit cards. Email campaigns, we interface with, what's it called? We interface with the same company that MailChimp uses for their backbone email provider.
Oh, okay.
And so for $10 a month, you get up to 12,000 emails sent per month, and every email after that, I believe, is a tenth of a penny.
Okay.
And then, as I said, we have the calendar reservation system. So we have a few hotels and lodges that are using our system for people to be able to reserve rooms for a few nights. So that's an extra $10 a month. We also have a search engine ranker, which measures your position on Google every single day for whatever keywords you want to rank for. So you can actually generate a graph and see over time how your position has either gone up or down on Google.
Oh, okay.
We have a lead generation system, which is great for people who are working with clients who are B2B. So if you go to contacts and go to acquire leads, you get a map, and you can drag this flag to wherever you're looking for leads, and you can type in any kind of a search term that you would normally do, like a Google search for. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull up a little sample of their website that you can actually interact with. So here's a pizza company in Boulder, and it's going to give me their name, address, and phone number right here. And I can click this phone number, and my phone will ring, and I can initiate a call to them and see if they're going to be a good lead for me. If the call goes well, I can fill out the information and then add them to my pipeline for future emailings, or to call them again to be reminded to call them at a later date. I can set that callback time here with the calendar. So it's a great way to generating leads. A lot of lead generation systems charge you $1 per lead. This system is $25 a month. You can generate up to 10,000 leads.
Okay.
Let's say you're going to do something with your website. So you want to change one of your web pages around. You go to the web page area, and then you click this help button over here. When that slides over, I guess I picked the wrong page. You're going to get the ability to access our support directly, and there's going to be links to the YouTube videos that specifically correlate to the page that you're on.
Okay.
So here I am on the dashboard, the main page. So these videos are all going to relate to kind of getting started and how to get around in the system.
And is this WordPress or WordPress based? Is it WordPress actually?
No, this is built from the ground up. Our code, it's proprietary. No one else has access to the core code that runs on our cloud servers. Our cloud servers are hosted on Amazon, so that's the same server environment that Dropbox uses and Netflix. So that give you an idea of the stability of the backbone that we're using. Now, there are WordPress plugins that are AllProWebTools.
Yeah, that's the reason I was asking, because I thought you said that.
Yeah. So if you just do a Google search for AllProWebTools, I think the second or third is the second one here is WordPress. So it'll take you directly to our WordPress plugin, which exposes all of the functionality of the shopping cart system and the lead generator within WordPress. And then they would still get a login to the dashboard, which would give them access to the CRM and the acquire lead system I was showing you and the email marketing system. All of that would be included in that WordPress plugin.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound dumb, but so you have a WordPress plugin that is available for WordPress that actually kind of integrates with the AllProWebTools items?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
And what's really cool about that, if you wanted to run not really an affiliate program, but well, I guess if you had a repository of products and you wanted to sign up marketers to sell your products, and they all had WordPress websites, you could have the central database of all your products in inventory, and you could set the prices, and then they would just simply put your plugin on their WordPress, and then they could sell your items and get credit for selling it, but then everything would be shipped from your one console. So if you had like a drop shipping program, and so you could just hand out these plugins to all of your members, and they could sell your products for you.
Really?
Yep.
Now I find that very interesting.
All right. Well, let me give you a quick demo on that. So I was showing you we have demo.allprowebtools.com. That's an example of our standalone non-WordPress website. Now over here, we have what's called wpdemo.allprowebtools.com. And so if I go to products on both of these pages, you'll notice that the product list is identical. And that's because they're pulling their products from the same dashboard. So right here it says red roses. These roses are selling for $52, and they're called red roses. So I'm going to go in the dashboard. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to go view products. I'm going to get these red roses here, and I'm going to change the name of them to Red Roses Dave. And I'm also going to change the price from $52 to $52.22. I'm going to hit save. So now if I go back to the WordPress website and just reload the page, I've got red roses here. I've got red roses Dave, and the price is $52.22. Now I can also come over to this page and reload it, and we're going to see the same update there. Now this is also going to take place on all of the iPhones that are attached to this account. So if I have sales reps that are out in the field or at trade shows or networking events, and I need to raise the prices on my flowers because my distributor just raised my prices, instantly all of the websites, all of the iPhones, all of the systems are updated to know that price because it's all cloud-based.
Very interesting. Well, that might even be something that we'd look at for, our members. Who knows? It's hard telling, sometimes where some of this is going to go. And affiliate commissions, are they monthly, one time?
So the affiliate system is something that we haven't focused very heavily on. So I would say it's kind of on the light side of things. It could probably use some improvement.
Mhm.
Got to remember how to get to it. Oh, there it is, contacts affiliates. So what it does is it tracks all of the affiliates that are using the system and how many visitors they've sent to your website, how many leads have been generated from that person sending people to your site, and how many buyers. And then I can click this number and it's going to expand and show me exactly who bought and when and for how much. So this report is based on this date range up here in the top. So if I set this back, basically how I'm answering your question is you can set the date range to whatever you want it to be.
Mhm.
This is actually going to be a manual process right now. It doesn't currently integrate with PayPal to actually pay out the commissions. It just generates a report that you can then manually, issue the credits or however you do that.
And then my next question is talk to me about support for your customers.
Okay, so anyone who uses AllProWebTools gets free 30 minutes of support every single month.
Oh, they do.
On their first month of signing up, they get up to 20 hours of support. I don't think anybody's ever used all of that.
Is that
but just
live
to kind of,
support?
yeah, on the phone. We will help them, walk them through it. We do a lot of Join Me sessions to show them how to use the system. But that's only for the first 30 days that they're on with us. And then we also have support plans available, which are listed on our website. So if we go to Help Support Plans, oh, sorry, I said 20, it's 15 hours for the first 30 days.
Oh, and there's your
then
support plan.
there's the support plans. And there's also a per incident if they don't want to do the monthlies and they just want to wait till something happens, they can call up and it's just $75.
Okay. Well, I'm one of those people who absolutely positively cannot wait for anything, and it drives me insane to have to read the documentation, and I really don't want to go through 400 videos on YouTube. So, for me, how do I get that one-on-one training? So can I pay to get 8 hours, maybe it's 2 hours every other day for 4 days, and somebody walks me through setting everything up? Is that available?
Well, like I said, for your first 30 days, you get 15 hours of live phone support.
Okay,
so
that's right.
I think that would cover it.
Yeah, that would cover it.
And within the first 30 days, you're pretty much going to ask all the questions you're going to have. And you're going to get very familiar with the system. And then, if you forget something a few months later, you can call up and just be a one-time thing.
And you still
you'd still have that 30 minutes every month, so it should cover it.
Oh, okay. I like that. That's quite nice, actually.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I'm a believer in verbal communication, face to face. Why have somebody read tons of pages of documentation when you know the answer? Just tell them.
Yeah,
so we do offer chat support only because a lot of people prefer chatting rather than being on the phone. So we offer both. You can see it right here. It's online chat on every single version.
A lot of these products don't have any real training.
Right.
And, they have some documentation or they have some videos, but a lot of this stuff is really not complete because the people that build it haven't dumbed down enough to help others. Does that make sense?
Well, I know because I'm there. I'm living that life myself. So I'll tell you from our perspective, if you go to our forum here, changelog version plans, we publicly let everybody see all the different versions that we've generated and when they were distributed or released to the public. And you can see that our release cycle is typically 30 to 60 days. We update the software and add new features every 30 to 60 days. We add features so fast that half our staff doesn't even know what the new features are. So it's hard for everybody to keep up with, the help documentation and all that. So we've really gone towards this support model of just helping people live, either through chat or through the phone, because Things just move so fast in the world of the internet.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think you really got to have that support model. And just a lot of people are not doing that. So if you were to, would there be some kind of email that I would receive saying, "Hey, Sabrina, we just this is a new item added to the to your store, or availability, or new plugin, or whatever the case may be."
Actually, the intention going forward is that when you log in, you've probably logged into Facebook or
Yes.
Gmail when they've added a new feature, and they just kind of do a little bubble pop up in that corner that says, "Hey, see this new
Oh,
button?"
okay. Okay.
So our system is very analogous to eBay or Facebook or Gmail, where you get a login and a password. You don't have to worry about a GoDaddy account. You don't have to download anything. You don't have to install anything. You don't have to configure anything. It's just you log in and it's there and it works. That's our model. So you set up your store, you have access to the information, and everything just works. Now, for some people who are interested in the future, we get a lot of people who call us and say, "When are you going to add this feature? When is this going to happen?" So that's why we provide this information here, so they can see which new features are coming and when it's going to come.
Oh, okay. And what about SEO?
So SEO is built into the system, and we also have a number of tools that help you to adjust your SEO and optimize it so it's a little better than what it is today. So right here we have these flags when you're looking at all the web pages on your website, and they'll let you know that you haven't configured any SEO or your SEO is not working properly. So you can click on that, and then when you go to the SEO tab, you can construct your URL to look however you want, basically like a WordPress permalink. You can also set your meta tags for your title, your keywords, and your description. This is what it's going to look like in Google's search engine when they find your page. And we also have reports on the website. So if you go to a website, typically we recommend that you have a search box on your website so that people can find what they're looking for. But the other real benefit to having the search box here is, what if they're typing in something that you don't offer and you're showing them a blank page of search results? Sorry, we don't have this. What if you had hundreds of people a day looking for that same thing and you don't sell it? Wouldn't you want to know that people are looking for that? So here we have a site search report that you can set for a certain date range, and you can find out the exact number of times people have searched for a specific keyword. And we use this successfully for one of our clients who was selling a particular product. It was a fruit, but he wasn't selling the juice of the fruit. And it turned out he was losing out on hundreds of people a month who actually, if he had sold the juice, they would have bought it. So he was able to adjust his product offering to, instead of turning those people away, to actually give them a solution.
Interesting. That is very powerful. Very powerful stuff. But it's not, that information isn't conveyed to anybody else but the website owner.
Correct.
And then the website owner, with regard to the SEO, are they actually a subdomain on yours, or are they really standalone?
So I'll show you an example of one of our oldest clients, actually the one I was just referring to. So here's his website, and it's real-noni.com. There's no subdomain. You don't really see any indication that he's using AllProWebTools, other than we do have our little tag at the bottom. But that is it. It's his site. He organizes it to look the way he wants. That's how he wants it to look. We also have a client here who sells all of the little trinkets from movies and cartoons and things like that. So they have a completely different look to their website. We also have a client who sells marshmallows. And these marshmallows have little pieces of candy in them for different flavors. And they sell these for $1 a piece. So a bag of 8 is $8.
Probably ate at their marshmallows in Nashville. Are they in Nashville?
No, they're actually right here in Fort Collins.
Oh, I paid buck for a marshmallow in Nashville. Marshmallow shop, just like that. I was irritated by it too. Buck for a marshmallow? Are you kidding me?
I know, isn't it crazy? But these guys are making a ton of money doing this. It's great. So we have this other.
Go ahead.
client here who this is just like a trade show event for small business owners, and they're nationwide. So there's another look. And again, these guys aren't putting anything into a box and shipping it out. This is more of a well, actually, they sell tickets to the events, and they collect a lot of information on people who are interested in attending. So that's one way they're using AllProWebTools. It's a little different model. And then we have this guy here who sells rails of steel with holes in them, and it's a method of garage organization,
Ooh,
and
I like that.
he's doing really well. He's selling a lot of these things. So it's diverse. It's been used by different people for a lot of different
Yeah.
things.
No, they look really good. And the domain names are not forwarded with masking.
Nope,
Oh, okay.
it's
Interesting.
all legit.
Wow. I'm, well, I know that's dynamics that you probably don't want to reveal, but I'm curious how you pulled that off because it's kind of cool. Because, so many places like the whole Weebly thing,
Right.
those aren't real domains. People don't understand that.
Yeah. No, this is all regular hosting like you would get from anybody. We maintain our own hosting servers with Amazon. It's all run through Apache on a LAMP stack. It's real hosting. That's the only way I know how to describe it. It's not anything forwarded or anything like that.
And so when you are doing offerings for clients or out and about, can a client come to like an hour overview like this or no?
Yes, we're doing starting January. We're doing lunch and learns at our office in Fort Collins. We also do these virtually over the phone because we do have a lot of clients in different states. This guy's obviously in Hawaii, so he's not going to be able to come by and attend our event.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be really cool. I think that if people saw this, it would be kind of. I'm very impressed actually because I know that all-in-one solutions. I got to tell you, I've really shied away from the all-in-one solutions, and they're clunky. They don't work right. They're expensive. That has been my experience with them. But I had never heard of All Pro Web Tools till today. How long have you guys been around?
5 years.
Oh, really?
So we started development 5 years ago, but we didn't actually go public until 3 years ago. So we were kind of hiding in the closet, building the software. So we wanted to make sure it was as dialed in as it could be. And I think part of the reason that some of the solutions that are out there don't work is because it is a lot of work. It is very expensive to continue to pay developers. And I think they kind of abandon the project before it actually really grabs hold.
Well, yeah, they
And
got
then,
it half built and then they abandon it.
right, and then they don't maintain it. They usually get a few clients on board and they generate some income, and then they don't continue to pursue it. And that's just really not our model. We've got a full staff here in the building. We've got customer service representatives answering the phones, taking care of customers. We've got a marketing department who assists and coaches people with marketing their website. So it's not just, here, let's build your website and we're never going to talk to you again.
Right.
Part of the solution is actually that our marketing department, 30 days after somebody goes live, they'll go in and look at all the statistics, and they'll make a personal phone call to the user and offer free suggestions on things they could do to optimize their online presence. And it's up to the customer whether they want to take that advice or not. And sometimes that leads into a coaching engagement where they will pay a monthly fee to have us do some of the work for them or to continue to coach them.
Okay. Very
So it's
interesting.
really a whole end-to-end solution to really get these customers to be successful. This guy right here started with us almost 4 years ago. He had been in business for 12 years, and the most he could do in sales was $7,000 a month. After his first year of using our solution, he doubled his revenue to $14,000 a month. A year later, he doubled it again to $28,000. He is now currently doing over $42,000 in monthly sales. This is his graph of his growth in sales. You can see it's very gradual but consistent. And so
Which
he's
is the best
all
sign.
the way up to 42,000, and he started at 7,000.
Wow. That's very impressive, Dave.
Thank you.
I do the easy stuff and the legwork, and Steve does. He's like you. Well, I don't know if he's like you or not, but he's like your developers. The PHP, the HTML, the CSS, the jQuery. When I need something, I go get it from him.
Okay. Well, one thing he'll probably ask you is if he has the ability to get in to access the jQuery and the CSS and the HTML, and the answer is yes. He has full ability to get in to make modifications to the style sheet and do all the adjustments to the themes. He's probably used to using WordPress. He
Yes,
can do
we
all
use
he can
WordPress.
he can do all the same stuff with our system. We have themes just like WordPress does, and we have FTP access and the style sheet. He can change colors of things and do all the code stuff that he wants to do.
Oh, really? So somebody with that knowledge has the ability to do that as well.
You got it.
Wow. Okay. All right, Dave. I don't think I have any more questions at the moment. Like I said, I need to get with Steve on this.
Well, now you've got the overview.
I do, and that was wonderful. I really appreciate it. That helps so much.